Welcome to Compassionate Healthcare Providers Educational Series.
The company that has remained steadfast and kept the right principles. The company headed toward the world with the right principles. The company that grows with its customers and shares generously. We are Atomy. Atomy, which has been growing ever since its establishment in 2009, is a global network marketing company with a presence across the globe. Atomy's #1 goal of going beyond customer satisfaction to customer success continues to be its top priority to this day. Providing good quality products at reasonable prices, Atomy's competitiveness lies in the nature of distribution. The absolute quality and absolute price product philosophy that Atomy has practiced since its inception is included in all of its products, such as health functional foods, beauty, living, food, fashion, home appliances, and more. Atomy Hemohim surpassed 2 trillion Korean won in cumulative sales, ranked #1 in domestic health functional food exports. Developed as part of a national project by the Korea Atomic Energy Research Institute, Hemohim holds 23 international patents and made history in 2023 by being the first in the country to offer dual health benefits, immune boost, and fatigue relief. Absolute Skincare, a flagship product, has surpassed 1 trillion Korean won in cumulative sales. It received the King Sejong Award from the Korean Intellectual Property Office, a first in cosmetics, and was named a world-class product for next generation by the Ministry of Trade, Industry and Energy. Atomy prioritizes customers, earning customer-centered management certification for 3 consecutive years, a rare industry feat. Since opening its U.S. branch in 2010, Atomy has grown into a global hub, linking producers and consumers worldwide through 27 branches in Asia, South America, Oceania, and Europe. Atomy products have proven overwhelmingly popular in international markets, achieving the top export ranking for health functional foods and over-the-counter medications. Following the $300 million Export Tower Award, the company reached cumulative exports of $1.8 billion in 2024. After launching its EU branch, Atomy plans to expand globally, focusing on Africa, Central and South America, and other emerging markets. Atomy's GSGS strategy, which stands for Global Sourcing, Global Sales, allows the supply of products that align with the absolute quality and absolute price philosophy through Atomy's global sales network. Atomy's Success System, in which the company runs all seminars, allows any member to succeed regardless of individual ability. This is the driving force behind Atomy's distinctive growth. Success seminars that bridge online and offline realms vividly communicate Atomy's vision to members worldwide, presenting a vision of global success that goes beyond time and space by merging business and culture. The X Project has been initiated to cultivate global leaders and empower active members around the world. Atomy continues to provide unwavering support for success, including the reopening of Songnisan Forest as a hub for the Atomy brand experience. To achieve absolute quality and absolute price, and to ensure commitment to quality from its partners, Atomy provides various support measures for partnering companies, such as cash payment within 1 week from delivery, interest-free operating fund loans, and joint quality management systems, among others. These create a culture of a company growth. Atomy is implementing various policies to ensure sustainable coexistence with the Earth. The company promotes resource recycling and environmental restoration through product renewals aimed at zero plastic initiatives, increasing the use of biodegradable plastics and eco-friendly materials, and introducing smart packaging solutions. Atomy's contributions surpass not only its industry and the distribution sector, but also stand at the top level nationally. Over the past 3 years, the company's donation percentage relative to revenue has been 30 times that of the distribution industry, ranking first among Korea's top 500 companies. As a result, it has earned various government awards and certifications, including the Government Award for Sustainable Management, Good Donor Award, Family Friendly Company, and Great Place to Work Korea. Atomy's culture of sharing has expanded beyond national borders, with the company, members, partner companies, and executives actively engaging in social contribution activities worldwide. The company that holds true to its principles while creating a new distribution culture. The company expanding globally with the trust of people around the world. The company that dreams of customer success while moving beyond customer satisfaction. The company that cherishes the spirit. We are Proud Atomy.
All right. We are Proud Atomy, indeed. So, welcome everybody
To Compassionate Healthcare.
to Compassionate Healthcare Provider Educational Series. We're here to share information through our doctors, through our testimonies. A lot of people here have gained a lot, through the information. Information is very powerful, and it works. It works having that information. Okay, so but on tonight we want to start out before Dr. Dion hops on. Well, she's already on. She's always hopping. Okay, we love our Dr. Dion Turner. Okay, but the rest of the story. Do anybody have any testimonies on this evening? Any testimony? I'm hoping there was a young lady that's supposed to be on last week that was very excited. I know she's still talking about her testimony.
She reached out to me. I think she should be on. Hopefully, she comes on tonight.
Okay,
Let me
okay,
look at the participants really quickly.
okay. Well, if anybody else have a testimony on this evening, you can unmute your mic and share, show some love. Okay. So while everybody is kind of thinking about it right now, we we gotta keep it moving. Indeed.
I have one, Pastor.
Okay.
This is Sharon.
Hey, Sharon.
Hi. Um, I just can't stop raving about the toothpaste. It was the first product that I purchased, and I just fell in love with it. At the time, I had sensitive teeth and bleeding gums, and when I started using the toothpaste and the toothbrush, I just gradually saw less and less blood when I brushed my teeth. And then in about 2 weeks, it was all cleared up. And since then, I have also used it for like when I pull a hangnail and it starts bleeding, I put the toothpaste on that and to stop it from bleeding. And then a couple of months ago, I was at an event and I had a bee sting me on my back. And so I asked Emma, I said, to put some toothpaste on it, put some toothpaste on it. Oh, it was hurting so bad. And so she put the toothpaste on it. It started going down, but I was like, put some more on. So she put some more on. And within a minute, the stinging was gone. So I am just amazed with the toothpaste.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you, Sharon. Is Emma on here tonight? I like two people that always they be out and about at picnics, gathering and everything. Two people on here will always have some toothpaste on them, and that's Emma and Carol Spain. 'Cause every time you look, they like that's like carrying around Superman. They ready for toothpaste. Who does that? But hey,
You better
but you never
say it
know.
again. You better say it again. Everywhere I go, that toothpaste in my pocketbook and it pops out real easy when somebody cut themselves, scratch themselves, something bite them. You know I'm getting away. I'm letting them use that toothpaste. Come on.
They supply. It has the reason why it's called color food because it has 7 types of fruit ingredients that they pull vitamin C from. And 2 of those ingredients we're going to be matching up against the vitamin C itself. But we're doing this to kind of measure like the potency of this great product. Orange that we sliced up, which everybody loves to run to get the vitamin C. And we also have a lemon that we have sliced up. Now, we have some iodine that we're going to add to the water. Each cup of water. Okay, let's begin. Rigorous test.
Awesome. Awesome. So, Dr. Dion, are you there? Calling Dr. Dion.
Microphone check, check. No, I'm just, yeah, I'm here. That's all I have.
Yeah.
No, that was a wonderful presentation, though. I love to see that you look like a scientist. So,
Uh-oh.
just so people know, vitamin C is water soluble, and so your body absorbs what it needs, and then transports it in that way. And you know, the half life of it in your blood is usually about 2-3 hours. So that's a good presentation. It showed that Adamy's vitamin C does just that. So fast transportation and does its job. I see that you would need a lot of lemons and oranges to reach that.
Right. To match it, I tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So, we thank God for the technology of and the research of atomy. It being readily for our blood, readily for our blood. See, that's why a lot of our protocols. That's why they work like they do. The protocols that we have for certain situations, because the products are made to be readily to go to work. It's ready to go to work. Okay, and Dr. Dion, you wanted to mention something about blood pressure.
Yes, I actually did. It's been not only on my spirit, but a few people has reached out to me about blood pressure, and so I just wanted to give just a brief breakdown, just so people can better understand. Especially people that are taking blood pressure medications. But since you showed that video, I'd like to add too. Just first off, that vitamin C lowers your blood pressure. So especially for people that have documented hypertension, it's really good for that. So make sure that you have that on board, daily. And then we can titrate the dose depending on what other comorbidities you may have, what else you're dealing with. But for the most part, as long as you're taking some, your body's utilizing it. And I suggest about 1,000 to 2,000 a day, just as a maintenance dose is good. If you're experiencing something, of course you can bump it up. I mean, you can bump it up pretty high too, especially if you're experiencing like constipation or something like that. But as far as blood pressure goes, let me turn my. Can you all hear me? Okay, I think it's okay. So blood pressure. So everybody knows that, blood pressure is, named in the allopathic community as hypertension. And it has been labeled for some time as the silent killer. And the reason I want to talk about that is just because um, the symptoms of hypertension usually they rarely show the symptoms until like there's already been some damage. And I just want to say that because a lot of people are still using the band-aid method. Of course, um, you go, your blood pressure's checked on a monitor, it's reading high, you're going to be offered a blood pressure medication, you're going to be labeled with this disease of hypertension. So with that diagnosis, you're going to get, those prescriptions. So I just wanted to just let people know, even if you're on blood pressure medications, what they're actually doing is just kind of putting a band-aid over it. So we'll talk about first what high blood pressure medications actually do. So there's several classes of antihypertensive drugs. Some people are given a diuretic, such as like Lasix. They do reduce the blood volume. Some people are offered beta blockers like metoprolol. Those will slow your heart rate down, so that that flow of blood is a little slower. Some people are on ACE inhibitors. Won't go too deep, but like lisinopril, which is really bad for a lot of people, but especially for the African American community to be on that particular medication. And then calcium channel blockers, things like that. So all of these medications, they lower your blood pressure numbers on the monitor. So on your monitor, you're going to see your blood pressure's in range and you're feeling like, okay, you know, my blood pressure's low. That's what your physician wants to see. That's what you want to see. Your anxiety's a little bit, lower and things like that when you see that low number. But they don't fix the underlying reason that your blood pressure went up in the first place. Okay, so I just wanted to let you know that, poor diet and, nutritional deficiencies. So you may need some supplements to be in place, insulin resistance, oxidative stress, inflammation. All these things can make your blood pressure high. So just because that number is reading low, it's because that medication, that's its job. It's just to keep it low. So in other words, they just manage the symptoms and not the root cause. And with that being said, taking a pill to lower the numbers is like putting the tape, over your warning light in your car. Okay. So you put the tape over, you're still driving around, your car's still clunking around. You just don't see the light. It's out of sight, out of mind, but that does not fix your car. Your car is still going to break down at some point because all you did was just cover the light up because you're tired of looking at it. Like me, sometimes it's on my dash and I'm just staring at it and I know something is mechanically wrong. Um, but the approach of just being on these medications, because someone I talked to earlier today was saying, I've been on, amlodipine for 35 years. 35 years? That's a long time. And that root cause is still present. And by the time you figure out what that is, it may be too late. So I just want people to know that our goal is to give good supplementation. I'm going to also drop the full blood pressure protocol in the chat. Is to come off of these medications. So you become lifelong dependent on these medications. Your dosage it be increased over time because, you were in the 120s, you were in the 130s. Now, it's a little bit higher. So they're going to say, okay, we're going to move you from 5 to 10. We're going to move you from 20 to 25. So there's never a goal to come off of it. So ignoring or postponing that root cause is really, really bad. So I want to not only say, with the supplements, of course, Atomy has amazing supplements. Again, I'll put that protocol in, but we need to change our lifestyle. And so anybody that's already experiencing high blood pressure, already been diagnosed with this so-called disease, you want to make sure that you are changing the lifestyle. There's side effects to these drugs. You're tired, you have sexual dysfunction, you're damaging your kidneys. The list just kind of goes on and on. So I just wanted to just stress that everybody that I talk to, they're like, I'm on these medications. So will it contraindicate with those medications? No. So the protocol, you can take it alongside your beta blockers, alongside all, these medications, but the goal is to come off of these. Okay. I also wanted to talk to you all. Let me see. I had something else. Okay. Basically, we'll just jump to the bottom line. High blood pressure medicines are not a cure for blood pressure. They're not a cure. They just are a Band-Aid. So, that's like throwing water out your boat. The boat has a hole. You never fix the patch. It's just going to keep going down, right? So, like I said, I want you, if you are experiencing this or you know somebody that has hypertension, that has blood pressure, that just keep in the back of your mind that this is a silent killer. So up and down, your blood pressure is going up and down, but you're never really, doing anything for it with taking these medications. So you want to add in supplements that are going to support that is going to be able to, soften the vessels, that's going to be able to keep those levels down. So that way, when you go to your doctor, he's like, hey, your level's been good. Let's take you down a notch instead of increasing it. Let's decrease it. And then eventually you'll come off of these. I've seen hundreds and hundreds of people come off of them. So, saying that, hey, I've been on this medication for 35 years is not okay. It's not okay because, again, that underlying problem is still there. You can at any moment stroke out. You can at any moment have a heart attack. You can at any moment have any of these concerns happen. And so just being in the grocery store, I experienced an old patient there in Oklahoma that just passed out in the grocery store. Same thing, on lisinopril, back and forth to the doctor, up and down and up and down, and just adding different medications in. Oh, now I'm on a water pill. Now I'm taking Lasix. Now I'm taking HTCZ. So, we want to come down to the root cause if you are concerned about that. And want to dig a little bit deeper to find out, what are some of your risk factors that could be contributing to you having high blood pressure. I am willing to work alongside you and meet you where you are in your journey so we can figure out what that is. By no means do you stop your medication. I just want to reiterate that, always run it across your physician and say, hey, I'm going to start some supplementations. I'm going to, start these things. But if I advise you to take something, it is definitely going to be cross-referenced, and I will make sure that it doesn't have any contraindications to these medications, such as the ADME protocol that I'll put in the chat. So the goal should not be just to lower your numbers, to see it on that monitor. We want to treat the root cause so that you don't just reduce your blood pressure, that you transform your health with the lifestyle change. So diet, exercise, um, sunlight, hydration, all these things. Okay. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention because I truly, truly care about every one of you. And I've gotten so many calls recently, and I'm like, let's get you off this medication. Okay, so look in the chat, copy it down, write it down, take a screenshot. That is the basic. This is going to be the basic blood pressure protocol. If you don't already have it, take note of it. Let me see if I can get it in there really quickly for you.
Okay. Excuse me, Dr. Dion. I just
Sure.
want I just want everybody to know that, you know, Dr. Dion has been in the healthcare, profession for a while. You know, she uh, she's been through years of nursing, and different experience as far as nursing is concerned. That's why a lot of time she can call out, different. She can just spit out different medication because she's familiar with them. You know, she's familiar with working with people. So you have someone that has a lot of background and experience and a lot of compassion, and you could hear it in how she, expresses herself, and why, even tonight, uh, she's giving everybody a free gift for you to share. Share this free gift, the protocol. Indeed, I always tell people take notes. You get a free gift on this evening. You get the protocol now and then, but always remember, you know, one shoe might not fit everyone. Might need a
Hey,
little
don't take it.
tweaking.
Don't kill my vibe. No, I'm teasing. I was gonna say that. Thank you, Pastor D. I was gonna say that. And with holistic health, that was part of it. Is not a one size fits all. So, also I'm getting a lot of calls that, hey, I heard on Thursday night that such and such took this many hemo him and blah blah blah. However, I just went to my doctor. It's not helping me at all. But I want to say that, for one, the human body is not designed to be sick. And if you put it in a good environment, it can heal itself. We're constantly, it's working to heal it. That's why we have symptoms. That's why your blood pressure is high, because that's your engine red light. That's your check engine light. It's saying the blood pressure is high, something's causing it to be high. If you were to sneeze, your body's saying, hey, there's some type of invader that has come through that I need to eliminate. So your body is always helping you. If you have a fever coming up, you know, when I was little, my grandmother would put us in a lukewarm bath. She might rub us down with alcohol, but because traditions have changed and things have become readily available over the counter, you may say, oh, my baby has a fever. Let me grab the Tylenol, or let me grab the ibuprofen. And I'm not telling you don't do those things, but you're still just putting a band-aid over it, because that body is heating up. That engine is getting hot because something else is going on. Something is, your body is trying to fight for you. So put your body in the right environment, add these supplements in so that you can come off of these medications that have all these side effects, because you may go to the doctor for the high blood pressure now because you're hooked and you've been on this medication for 35 years and you have this label. It's hard to get the label off. You documented in your chart. I've been a nurse for over 25 years before I became a doctor, that it's in your chart. It's riding with you, just like your school records. If you was a bad kid in elementary, well, they're gonna know in junior high, and they're gonna know in high school, because it's gonna follow you. So make sure that you are not accepting these labels. Another thing is holistic care is mind, body, and spirit. So put yourself in the right mind. Don't accept these diagnoses, even if they've given it to you, even if you have lupus, even if you have this. Don't claim it, because your thoughts and that energy will go towards that area in your body as well. I clear these energies through reflexology, and it's going to go there, and it's going to manifest, and it's going to hang out, and now you got a tumor, and now you have to have a surgical intervention. Now I'm saying allopathic community is great. Let's get the labs, let's get the imaging, let's do the preventative care, because there's a time and a place for it. But if you put your body in the right environment, you ain't even got to hang out over there. You're just thriving and vibing. So just want to say that, these are things that we are being treated for. These are things that we are experiencing, but we can heal. The body is trying to heal itself every single time that an invader comes in, that there's a certain pathology, that there's a certain parasite, that there's a certain, your body knows, like, hey, what's going on? Like, we turn our lights off at night, we set our alarm system, but might have that dog in the backyard barking. He's telling you something is around your house. He's warning you. That alarm is beeping at you. Somebody's trying to get in, and that's what your body is doing with these symptoms too. So don't always just shut them down. I mean, I hear a lot of people say, okay, I have pain, and I'm tired of the pain, and I understand that, but it takes a very, very long time for you to get in a state where your body is having to throw those symptoms at you, because we've gone so long with, putting things off, that now your body's like, hey, I need some help now. But again, when you go and you present yourself with, a symptom like, oh, my head is hurting, and when I turn the light on, it's sensitive, then we know, a lot of people know that's going to be called a migraine, right? So it's getting a label to it. Now you're going to be treated in that way. But why are you getting that headache? Is it something that you're shampooing your hair with? Is it something that you're cleaning your house with? Is it your boss that's stressing you out at your job? Is it a medication that you're taking? Is it because your body's not utilizing a certain nutrient or supplement in a certain way? Like, there's a reason for it, and your body's telling you that. So I just wanted to stress that to you all. Again, there is the protocol. It's not a one size fit all. It is a foundational protocol. However, if you're trying that and you take, a long list of pharmaceuticals, our goal is to get you off some of them. However, if you are, and you're not sure, or you're not feeling comfortable with starting something, again, you can always cross-reference that with your physician or your doctor, or you can shoot me a message. Most of you have my contact information, and I'll look up. I have a guide for it. And again, like Pastor D said, I know those medications because I was so used to that side of the world, that I also know the herbs, so I'll know if they contraindicate with anything else. So I'm more than happy to help you with that, and meet you right where you are in your journey.
Indeed. So, you know, uh, just for a little show me, you don't have to, go deep into the product. But what are the products that you have on the list? Well, I know I'm gonna start with the Hemo here. Am I right?
Yeah, so you can start with the hemohim. I already spoke a little bit about the
Mm-hmm.
um the vitamin C, and that how that helps assist lowering your blood pressure. But not only that, like, so we're talking about blood pressure, but even with the hemohim or the vitamin C, they work for so many other things too. So boosting that immune system, which in return helps in that way as well. So we're starting out with the hemohim. I advise for blood pressure, two in the morning, two in the evening. So that's four daily. You'll see the Atomy Ginkgonata, which is once a day. That's in the global mall, so not 100% sure if we can get that right now. So I can actually move that one down to optional for now. But the omega 3s, and then you're going to do those 4 times a day. I'll come in there and get this. And then you're going to do the noni juice, 4 ounces a day.
The noni juice.
Mm-hmm. And you're gonna do that.
Okay,
Sorry,
the
somebody
non.
turned my light off. Sorry. Um,
She's in the dark.
yeah, I was in the dark for a second. And so
Okay,
the noni juice, 4 ounces.
okay. Now the noni juice comes with a cup. Comes with a
Mm-hmm.
little cup. How would you break that down? How
So
many of those cups?
I would say a full cup because on that little cup, if you all notice or anybody that has that little cup, it says like 30 mLs, which is the suggested daily amount on the bottle. But if you fill the cup up, that'll give you that extra ounce, which there was a talk that we had at one of the seminars that is really helpful for people that have cancer, breast cancer, lung cancer, different ones, and it inhibits the growth of certain cancers. There's a long list, so it helps with the blood pressure, it helps with your skin, it helps with your immune system. There's prebiotics, probiotics. So the list goes on and on with that one. But in a fasting state, so meaning when you break fast in the morning, that's where the word breakfast comes from. When you get up and your first thing that you should be consuming is not coffee or tea or anything, it's noni. The full cup would be about the 4 ounces, and you want to do that with the fasting state. Chase it with 8 ounces of water, and then wait. If you're an early morning person or you like to eat breakfast, try to wait at least 45 minutes to an hour and then take your morning supplements and start your day with your food or whatever you do, but try to take that as your first thing in the morning.
Okay, okay, all right. Okay, what was next on your list?
um I'm not really looking at it, but hold on, let me get jump back.
Mm.
I believe it is going to be the afternoon, the B complex.
Oh yeah,
And
definitely.
we've had people who have experienced strokes and is dealing with hypertension in that way. And the magic number for helping lower blood pressure and get you off those medications is 4. So we put there 4 daily. Um, I have people like Dr. Walita. She takes all 4 of hers in the morning. I suggest that you don't take them later than 2 p.m., but you can split them up. Certainly, like do 2 with your first meal, and then 2 with your lunch.
Wow. Okay.
And then we talked about the vitamin C. Spirulina, everybody that usually comes on knows that that's a favorite, just because it will constantly, is a daily detoxer for you. It will detox those heavy metals from your brain, and any other areas that, if there's some that have regenerated into the bloodstream, it'll wrap around those. Again, I always reference like a rubber band ball and get those moving out so that you're able to eliminate those. And then, of course, the probiotics, that would be 2 a day, just keeping that gut microbiome in line. That's your second brain. So you want to keep your gut in line. Also, along with these other supplements, so they, work effectively.
Awesome. Awesome. You have said a lot on this evening. I say, tell you, when you got going, I didn't know whether or not you was teaching or preaching.
I'll
I'm
leave the
about
preaching to you.
I'm about you go girl. Yes. Uh-huh. Definitely.
Y'all have to slow me down sometimes because I can just go on and on and on. But I mean, I truly have a passion for health and wellness. And a lot of you know my story. 6 years ago, I lost my dad. He had stroke after stroke after stroke. He was on about 4 blood pressure medications. So this is one that really holds dear to my heart. 6 months after that, my grandmother, which was his mother, passed away. Same thing, long, long list. I then typed up a resignation letter to the hospital and said I can no longer be an RN. I have to go back to school so that I can help people get off of these medications and to let them know that their body has its own innate healing process. The body is not designed to be sick. And anything that you are dealing with, depending on where you are in your journey, can be reversed. Like I said, some things take a little bit longer depending on how much damage you've done. But again, we don't get sick overnight. These are things that we sometimes don't pay attention to, small warning signs. You may experience a small headache and you're thinking, man, I kind of been having this headache. I'm just going to go lay down. And, unfortunately, there has been people that went and lay down and that was, their last lay down. So you want to make sure that that whether it's a sneeze or a fever or a cough or anything, that is a symptom. That is your engine light, your check engine light for your body. And it's telling you that there is a root cause to it. And again, I will help you find that root cause and we'll work together. Again, I'll meet you where you are in your journey. Oh,
Indeed.
one more thing. Sorry. On the first Wednesday of the month, we will definitely have to share the Zoom. I don't know, Pastor B, if we'll even do it on here or not, but the first Wednesday of the month and the third Wednesday of the month, I'm going to open it for personal consultations because I know, we ramble on a little bit. Sometimes I'm able to drop them in the chat. And I say, text me, or, I just want to make sure that I'm not dropping the ball, that I'm not forgetting about you and that you're not forgetting about me. So we'll open the floor for that. That way you can pop in and that'll be your own personal 15-minute time. And then, the next person can pop in and we'll do that. And we can really just dive deep into what you need. If the foundational protocol works for you, I'll tell you, but if you have something else going on, I can give you, a more personalized approach. Again, it's not a one size fit all. All of us will react differently depending on, what areas are stagnant or, kind of what we're dealing with, how long we've been dealing with it. So I want to extend that to everybody and we will update you on the Zoom link or, how we'll do that, going forward.
Okay. Fantastic. Fantastic. And hey, I'm really speechless right now. It's like you have said so much. I'm tired.
Oh, I'm
Okay?
tired too. I'm
I'm
already
tired.
hot and tired. My office is so hot. I'm like sweating in here. So I apologize
Yeah.
if I'm talking fast. I'm like,
Yeah.
whew, it's hot in here.
Okay. All righty. We're gonna get ready to go real soon. Do anybody have any questions? We're gonna take three
I have
questions.
one.
Yeah, I
Yes,
do.
I have one.
iPhone, yes. And your name?
She said, Kenneth, out of
Okay.
Texas.
All right,
She
Kenneth.
said her dad was, yeah. She said her dad was on 4 different blood pressure medicines. What did one do that the other one could not do, and were there so many side effects to that?
And that's exactly what happened. Unfortunately, like I said, when you go for your checkups, normally they're gonna, do blood work. If that looks good, they're gonna still, check your vitals. And, whether they're high or low, they're just gonna throw another pharmaceutical at you. And they're people are entrusting that, that they have, optimum care when they're doing that. So they just go on and take different medications. Like I said, when my dad started out, he was on lisinopril, and then they added Coreg, and then they said, well, let's just do a small metoprolol. Now let's add one with the diuretic because, you're retaining fluid. They all individually have different side effects and they cause different things. And so they were kind of working against each other. Some days, blood pressure would bottom out and they'd be like, let's just take you down a notch. And then, again, sometimes depending on, what he was eating or, if he was doing some type of activity, his blood pressure would spike. And so then they, like I said, add a water pill, add Lasix, add some things, and all of these things, your liver's like, hey, what's going on? Your kidneys are like, I don't know what's going on. And at that point your body is kind of like, if you kind of just do a yo-yo up and down and then finally you like forget it, it's not coming back up, then the string's just going to drop. And unfortunately there's no one only one end to that, and that's death. And you're leaving your loved ones behind and things like that, but you're entrusting your health, in that community. And like I said, I've been in there, and there's a time and a place for it. I will not talk bad at all about the allopathic community. I was a nurse for a very long time, and I believe that there is a purpose for it. It's excellent for emergency care. It's excellent for, screening and things like that. But if you can take a holistic approach, then you're better off, because, like I said, years and years ago, people were able to just go out and get some cherry bark tea or some sassafras or, these type of things and function well. But things started becoming easier and readily available, and people look for quick fixes, and the band-aid approach just, went crazy. And then at that point, you know, they say alternative medicine, then holistic care became the alternative, which was the original traditional. Um, and all of these pharmaceuticals, I'll add that, is they're made up of 70% of plant medicine. And the 30% is the BS that's causing all these side effects. So you go for one thing, it's causing a side effect, and now you're treated for those things.
Okay.
Hi.
Thank you so much.
I
You're
have
Okay,
welcome.
this is
Mich-
Dr. Chandler.
wait a minute.
Hello.
Excuse me for a minute. Let me catch Michelle, and then I go to you, Dr. Chandler. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Okay.
Michelle.
I am a pharmacist, and what Dr. Dion said, there are protocols that she put together so that you can come off your meds, but you got to know that in America, there are protocols to keep you on your med, keep you sick.
Yep.
And those protocols, once you have been diagnosed with diabetes or hypertension, you're going to be given some type of cholesterol meds. All of that is part of the system to keep you on medication.
Yes, ma'am.
So, and she's right. Once you start one hypertensive med, and your numbers are not going down for whatever reason, because you continue with the same lifestyle of eating what you want to eat or becoming dehydrated, and therefore you're not drinking water or whatever, and so your blood pressure never moves. Same goes with diabetes. Your numbers never improve because you haven't changed or modified the other things that are triggering your blood pressure and diabetes. So I too, and I have some partners on here as well. We are looking at how we can help people come off of their meds. Okay, I am I am promoting this in Wisconsin to people that don't look like me, and they're like, "Oh," I said, "There are alternatives out there for you. This is not genetic. This is not a disease state. This is a health your your lifestyle, period. Nothing more, nothing less." And so we believe the hype over the years that Black people have hypertension and diabetes because of their diet, blah, 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 which is mainly true, but it is not a disease just for people of color. And so, I'm telling people, don't believe the hype. It can be reversed, and it should be reversed. I too believe that God did not make us to be on maintenance of medications for life. Our body does heal itself. And I wanted, we've, I know my colleagues are on here and we've been silent. We just listen. But I think it is, I applaud you, Dr. Dion, for sharing with us some protocols that we can share with our family and friends so that we can get them off. So thank you.
Thank you as well, Michelle. Thank you for clearing that up from a pharmaceutical standpoint. Thank you so much.
And let me just say this, Dr. Dion, this is Angie Mason too. Good evening.
Adrian!
Oh, excuse me, Angie.
Listen, I just want to say, I just thank you so much, Dr. Michelle, for just coming on and having those comments. That's all I wanted to say.
All right, can we have one more question? I have to be
Dr.
respectful.
Chandler.
Yes.
Yes, thank you so much, Dr. Dion. It was very, very great.
You're
And
welcome.
I'd like to. I have my sister Jacqueline on, and she has she's dealing with high blood pressure. But I want to talk to you about how do I get rid of lymph nodes?
So if you're having a lot of lymph nodes, and I'll talk to you personally one on one too, because I don't want to like dig into personal questions, but a good start would be that you try to get your lymphatic system moving, because that's those lymph nodes, they kind of will clog up on you if your lymphatic system, which if everybody didn't know is your sewage system of your body. So a good thing to do to start to get that moving is like rebounding, kind of on your tippy toes, bouncing. You can do, heat or castor oil packs. Again, I'll also put my number in here, and then we'll talk and dig a little bit deeper, because I do have some other tools in my treasure box for lymph nodes, because I
Amen.
also suffered with that.
Oh, I only have one little tiny one, so like a millimeter. That's
Oh,
all.
then get bouncing and castor oil.
Oh, excellent. Thank you. I
You're
didn't
Get
get
the
it.
welcome.
bouncing.
Yeah, get the
Get
bouncing.
And can
I
get the
I just
bouncing.
say, let me just say one thing too. I seen when Angie came on, she had the pomegranate beauty on the screen. But please reach out to me if for some reason you are on the ACE inhibitor, lisinopril. Pomegranate can interact because they both lower your blood pressure, right? So listen at that. You can take that pomegranate naturally. Um, and actually, we should add that into the protocol too. But just be cautious, because, like I said, I'll see if there's any contraindications to anything. But just be mindful if you are a lisinopril taker, or on those type of ACE inhibitors, that if you're doing that pomegranate beauty, kind of be mindful, because you don't want to be doing that and doing your lisinopril, and then boom, your blood pressure bottoms out, and you're at the grocery mart, pass out, those type of things. So just be mindful of that as well. But then my one last thing too is Carol on here?
Carol Bang.
Yeah.
Of course I'm here.
Whoop whoop. I just wanted to shout out Carol. Carol, I told you I was gonna call you out tonight. So yeah, Carol has been really, really good with taking on this education and passing it along, so that when people do have comorbidities, or they do have some other things going on, that they do reach out. And so I just want to thank you personally for that. But yeah, that's all I have. Thank you everybody for coming and listening too. And I'm gonna just drop my number in the chat if you don't already have it, but we can talk a little bit more if you need to personalize.
Great
Okay,
call, Dr. Dion. Great call.
Thank
great.
you. Been great.
And for those of you that don't know about the channel in which we have all the shows, which I upload on the YouTube channel, I'm going to put the YouTube channel link in there, in the chat. Okay, the YouTube channel link in the chat. And see here, in which I just posted it, so y'all can copy and save that. Right now we have over 85 shows. We're getting close to 100. As a matter of fact, we'll be at 100 real soon. 100 indeed. So we've been doing this for a minute. We're gonna keep on doing it. Alrighty. God gives us strength. So we're gonna get ready to say goodnight. Can we say goodnight, y'all? Say goodnight, y'all. Good
Good
night, John
night.
girl.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good
Good
night.
night,
Good
Dr.
night.
Good
Val.
Good
night.
night.
Good night, y'all.
So,
God
Good night,
bless.
Night.
y'all.
Good
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 night.
night,
night.
Have a
Good
blessed
everyone.
night.
night.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good
Thank you,
night.
Good
Dr.
night,
Dion.
Thank
Bishop.
You're
you.
God
welcome.
bless.
Good night.
Thank,
Thank
where's
you.
your
Thank
number? I
you.
don't
Good
see your
night.
number, Dr. Dion. Where's your number, please?
I just put it in the chat. If you click on the bottom of your screen, you should see the my business card.
Oh, wow. I'm
If not,
clicking
it's okay. I'll give it to you. So it's 762
762.
499
Yep.
2099.
209. Thank you so
You're
much.
most
God
Thank you.
welcome. Thank
bless.
you.
Bye,
God
everybody.
bless you.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye
Thank
bye,
you.
everybody. Good night.
Good
Good night,
night.
Invite,
Thank
invite,
Pastor. Bye.
thank
invite,
you.
Good night,
invite.
everybody. Good night. God bless. All right, then. Bye
Let's
bye,
love one
Pastor.
another. Invite,
Yes,
invite,
indeed.
invite.
Oh,
Indeed.
amen.
Bye bye,
Amen.
Pastor. Bye
Bye bye,
bye.
Pastor. Okay, good night.
Night,
Indeed.
Pastor. Good night,
Okay.
Pastor Edward. Good night,
Good
Dr.
night.
Leon.
Good
All
night.
great
Good
people.
night.
Good
Great,
night.
great meeting tonight. Great, great, great. Thank you.
Fantastic. Indeed.
Bye.
Yes, indeed. Alrighty. Let's see here. For those that got to go, we got to go. All right. Good night, Sheila. Alrighty. Good night, Angeline. Good night.
Dear, great call, Pastor. Great call.
Indeed. Showing love, showing love. Indeed. That's what we do. All right. Good night, everybody. Bye bye.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, Gwen.
Good night. Dr. Dion, I need to connect with you.